truth. If you think you're old, then you are. Not because your knees click or you've forgotten why you walked into the room again, although, well, we'll not go there, but because your mind believes the story you're feeding it. Let's be real, my friend, your thoughts are powerful, not just fluffy affirmation on a postcard powerful. I mean neuroscience-backed body chemistry shifting, change your entire life powerful. So if you're walking around whispering to yourself, I'm too old to start over, I've missed my chance, I can't wear that at my age, then what do you think your brain is going to do with that? It's going to agree with you. It's going to start closing doors before you even try the handle. Now, if this sounds something you want to know more about, then let's get going. You know, a lot of that too old nonsense, it didn't even start with you. Some of it was planted when you were younger, like when somebody told you that women over 50 are past their prime, or when you heard your mum say things like, oh, I'm too old for that now. It soaked in, didn't it? And now here we are, midlife, fabulous, and sometimes still playing those outdated scripts on repeat. But here's the thing, you're not a cassette tape and you can rewrite the program. So let's look at the language we use, because our words shape our experience. So if you say things like, I'm too old for that, I could never pull that off, oh, that ship's long sailed, then your brain doesn't argue, it just agrees and it gets to work making it true. It shuts down your curiosity, it dims your confidence and it zaps your energy. But if you shift the words even slightly, watch what happens. Try saying, I'm just getting started. I'm learning new things every day. This is a perfect time for me. Those phrases send a completely different message to your mind and body. And here's the thing, every belief you have started as a thought you kept thinking. That's it. You weren't born believing you were too old. You just picked it up somewhere, probably more than once, and you kept it. So what if you started choosing new thoughts? Thoughts like, you know what? I can evolve at any age. I still have so much to offer. My best chapters haven't even been written yet. See, when those become your new normal, your body shows up differently. You walk taller, you speak with more clarity, and you make bolder decisions. And you start living again, not waiting for life to slow down. You know, I remember when I started my online business and was taking all of these courses. And listen, I was always the oldest in the Zoom room. Before each class, I'd sit myself down and I'd give myself a little pep talk. I'd say, Diane, you can do this, girl. You've got decades of experience, you've got wisdom under your belt, and you're going to be great at this. And then I'd stand up, yes, literally. I'd make a big star shape with my arms and legs. I'd channel my Freddie Mercury and I'd belt out Bohemian Rhapsody. Then I'd turn to my computer, sit down, and I'd smile. That was my ritual, because you've got to shift your energy before you shift your mindset. And I wasn't about to let some number stop me from learning something new or chasing my dreams. All right, so here's an exercise to help you become more aware of your inner dialogue, especially those sneaky little phrases like I'm too old. Step one, I want you to ask yourself, where is my internal voice? Actually pause and point to the location where you hear it in your body or your head. Maybe it's behind your eyes or to the right side of your mind or deep in your chest. Wherever it is, notice. Step two, now bring up a negative belief you've said before, like, I'm too old to wear that. Next, change it to something empowering like, I'm allowed to express myself however I like, or I wear what makes me feel alive. Step 4, and here's the fun part, remember where that negative voice was coming from, that usual spot. Now imagine a positive voice coming from a different location. Maybe it's the opposite side of your head, down in your heart, or even behind you like a strong supportive friend. Step 5, say the positive statement out loud. Repeat it with confidence. Put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath and say it again. You know, you'll notice it feels different when you do it like this, because it is. See, you're breaking the old pattern and building new neural pathways. Remember, what you practice, you become. So why not start practicing until the positive suggestions override the negative ones? You know, midlife is not the end. It's not even the middle anymore. It's a whole new level. You've got wisdom, perspective, and hopefully less patience for BS, and that's your superpower. If you want to run a marathon, train for it. If you want to fall in love again, keep your heart open. If you want to start a business, write a book, move to Spain, take a salsa class, dye your hair pink, who says you can't? You do. So stop saying it. And here's my invitation for you this week. Start listening to how you speak to yourself. Locate that inner voice, talk to it kindly, and when you hear yourself say, I'm too old, pause, smile, and say, actually, I'm just getting started, because you are. Now tell me in the comments, what's one thing you've been telling yourself you're too old for, that you secretly still want to do? And if this message gave you a little spark today, please like it, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs that reminder. You're not done yet. In fact, you're just warming up. So thanks so much for being here with me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.